Greetings! Welcome to the Alan Chen Jazz Orchestra's webcast. We are celebrating the Year of the Ox, so I want to begin by saying these phrases in Cantonese. 恭喜發財,新年快樂, which means have a prosperous and happy new year. What you just heard is Rancho Calaveras. It is our theme song about an animal farm that is inspired by a wonderful family up in Altadena, California. Now tonight we are going to present you songs written by yours truly, as well as arrangements. And so I want you to first invite you to please click subscribe and press the like button so that we can get more people joining and celebrate this music. Our next tune is going to be Diva Cubana. This is a tune that I wrote for Xiao-Fen, a pipa virtuoso based in New York City, and our jazz orchestra. And we presented this song first in 2018, which you're going to see the premiere recording of this tune. Like many diasporas around the world, we celebrate the Lunar New Year, and so I thought it would be a wonderful song to present, especially many Chinese Cubans lived in Cuba for many, many years, And so we're going to mix in some of the rumba clave as well as some big band elements in this tune called Diva Cubana. Please enjoy. Ming Xiao-Fen is going to be back in just a moment. I want to first ask all of you to please subscribe and like this video. Before we go to the next, I want to also introduce you later on Timur, one of my collaborators, and he's an opera singer. He will be talking about a little bit of his project Nueva Canción, as well as some of his latest work in the film industry. So our next tune is going to be Ask Me Now, and this is a presentation also from the 2018 Moonwalk concert. This is a solo presentation by Ming Xiao-Fen, and it will showcase you a little bit of her take on this wonderful Thelonious Monk's tune with her pipa, Chinese lute, and so please enjoy Ask Me Now.
you.
All right, thank you so much, Timur, to join us today, and it's very exciting to. Uh, well, let me do this again. I just like words coming out of my mouth at the same time, different. This has been like a year since we collaborate. I think we collaborate on the Nueva Canción project back in March 2020. Can you tell us a little bit about that project? And first of all, I'm really thrilled that you invite me to conduct your opera company for this project.
Of course. And our project that we did, I think it was on March 7th, 2020, was the last time when I opened my mouth in public and sang, because, you know, everything closed down. And so now it gave me a chance to look back to that performance that we did together and figure out how it changed from where we did that performance, which is kind of like a work in progress showcase at the Wenda Museum in Culver City. You know, I told you before that Nueva Canción is a song movement in Latin America, which was very much dear to Mercedes Sosa, Argentinian singer. And I was extremely inspired by it, and I commissioned different composers around the world to write new arrangements of songs from that movement. And it's, you can call it as this movement of songs of protest and resistance, where the songwriters would write songs about poverty, about inequality, and they would use different poetic elements to hide the meaning, the true meaning of the words, because a lot of songs were censored and forbidden for many, many times.
Yeah.
And, you know, I called the project Nueva Canción, Songs of Protest. And Mercedes Sosa was an inspiration for it, because she was the voice of the voiceless in that movement. You know, I come from the background of growing up in former Soviet Union, and I had a chance to witness and live through the collapse of this great, huge empire that we call, you know, Soviet Union, USSR. And I, you know, grew up in Kazakhstan, and for many, many years, I was taught by my grandmother songs that were propaganda songs. They were revolutionary songs, songs of protest. And so I was really struck by this idea of why in Nueva Canción you have extremely honest, authentic songs about protests that were not commissioned by the government. And in Soviet protest songs, you have the songs that were approved by the government. And yet the honesty was never there. You know, it was artificially kind of supported by the government, commissioned by the government. They all talk about the same subject matter, and yet they're so vastly different. You know, and following our workshop, I kind of made a little bit of revision, and you could even think of like turnaround. And I created, based on that, a show which now combines some of the Soviet songs and uses some of the songs from the songbook of Mercedes Sosa. That's the new version of the project.
All the arrangements were great from different arrangers, but they were just exciting to hear that kind of, you know, more electric rock, and then your singing style, which was always very unique. I know you were trained as a classical tenor, right? How did it came about that you morph into this particular Timur character?
Well, the music and all the songs in Nueva Canción were written for the band called Timur and the Dime Museum. And it's, fairly straightforward, musical band. All the guys come from all different walks of life. We have really great jazz players, which has the influences of rock, post-punk, and cabaret and opera, of course. I'm going to do contemporary opera, and I'm going to develop my own unique voice, because this is what we have to do, right? You develop your own unique voice and your own unique compositional style, and you found it with your group, right? And performing with the jazz orchestra, it kind of gave you this new outlet to try out different songs, and that's why when we selected Bjork, it felt like a perfect match.
I feel like this particular song "Yoga" by Bjork was kind of apt, especially in 2019 when everything was happening at that time. And I feel very much that this song was kind of uh, could be interpreted many different ways. It could be a patriotic song about her country, Iceland, but it could be other things. And then I felt that, oh, well, I need a singer that can do this song with that kind of expressiveness. So I invited you to join us, and it was a wonderful performance. I was really enjoying working with you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was my pleasure, uh, and that's the point of trying to sing in different styles is kind of my bread and butter.
Mm.
I love doing in the same song a few things, and they usually include uh, extreme ranges, which is, we got that in Bjork. It's like check mark there. I love try to do something operatically, which we did that in one part, and then something where I get to scream. We did that, and then something that sounds a bit more, straight tone pop, and we did that, and then there was theatrical element. But yeah, I'm always down for it. I'm always down for it, and
It doesn't look
what.
like somebody who has a bow tie and all that, right? That, but I, this is just a cover, obviously. But I also know that you have a different side of work as in the movie industry. I got an invitation from you about the movie. I think Clemency, and you are one of the producers of that movie. Can you tell us a little bit about that side of you?
Well, thank you for keeping an eye on me and on all of my activities that I do. So I like to make my life extremely complicated. And I should have been a juggler, because obviously I'm juggling a lot of different elements in life. On one side, I have this operatic career, and on the other side, I am a movie producer. And essentially, I am on my eighth film now, and you were talking about Clemency, which was one of my first projects, along with the brilliant set of producers and crew and cast. Clemency won Sundance in 2019, and went on to great acclaim, critical acclaim in the United States, around the world. So we're very, very happy. But I kind of got into it because I always loved movies. And when a friend of mine in Malaysia was forming a company that would pursue movie development, I, gladly jumped on board. You kind of can't escape it, living in Los Angeles, and I already
Yes.
knew something about it. And I obviously worked at CalArts with a lot of filmmakers, and my wife is a film artist herself as well, and it kind of just was very natural, very organic for me to step in.
Mm,
And
that's
I've produced my own projects, and so moving from there into producing films was not a stretch by some means. It was incredibly difficult learning curve, because on some way I had to jump into the flow of things, and things in films can be very chaotic, hectic. You always have the pressure of finances, make sure that the film wins something, places into a festival, gets distribution, financiers get recuperated. So I think it's an interesting world, and obviously it's my path for now. I'm on my fifth year, eighth movie, and we have a few movies in development, and it's really great.
Thank you again, Timur, for joining us, and I wish you safe and healthy, and we'll talk some more soon, hopefully. Yes. Many musicians around the world during the pandemic are working remotely, particularly for the recording industry in Los Angeles. Many are actually recording at home. This is the first time that I experienced this. We recorded this tune called Tears of a Lover. Will be sung by Laura Dickinson. We did this tune, collaborated back in 2020 at the Vibrato Grill Jazz in Beverly Hills. This is one of the last concerts before the pandemic, so I thought it would be wonderful to create this tune again using my trio plus Alex Butman, and with Laura Dickinson singing this beautiful song called Tears of a Lover. Please enjoy.
下来，掉下来。
Thank you, Laura, and members of my band for this wonderful presentation. We're going to bring in Guo Yazhi for this next tune called Yazhi Blues. This is from the Camel Walk project, which is a work in progress since 2016. And we presented a wonderful concert back in May 2019. And we also were featured at the Jazz Education Network conference earlier in January. So I want to present you this blues tune with a little bit of that soul funk later on, presented by Yazhi and my jazz orchestra. Please enjoy Yazhi Blues. We are closing this concert with this really special tune called Gongxi Gongxi, which is by a Chen. It's a composer back in the 40s and 50s. He is a very prolific songwriter in Shanghai. Now, this tune is of course celebrating the Chinese New Year, and I arranged this specially for the presentation at the St. Gabriel Mission Playhouse back in February 2020. So this is going to be presented by Toonyun and Ben Thomas with my sestet Alan Chen Musik group. So please enjoy Gongxi Gongxi.
每条大街小巷，每个人的嘴里，见面第一句话就是恭喜恭喜。
东墙一道金塔，掀起哈对消息，无限万的传风，就要吹醒大地呀！恭喜恭喜恭喜呀！恭喜恭喜恭喜你！恭喜恭喜恭喜呀！恭喜恭喜恭喜你！ 好好冰雪溶解，眼看梅花吐雨，漫漫花呀火楼，听到一心集体。Every street and every lane, everyone is greeting. When we meet and say hello, they all greet to Gongxi呀，恭喜恭喜恭喜呀，恭喜恭喜恭喜你，恭喜恭喜恭喜你呀，恭喜恭喜恭喜你。 Thank you， 恭喜發財，恭喜發財。
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this concert, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as liking this video. I hope to present you more music next time in our webcast on April 27th, again on a Tuesday in Los Angeles time. I wish you all safe and healthy, and we'll see each other again soon. Bye-bye.